Uh, I should really start using bobby pins again. Like, this is ridiculous. Hey everyone, it is MG Kaler or Mariah Donahue. I am an indie author and I run a blog called My Southern Cottage. And today we're going to talk about the 3 types of writers. Now, this is just fun little video of generalized stereotypes of writers. This is written from my own experience and from what I know of my writer friends. Most of my friends from high school, we were all writers. One is a very successful indie author, and I am very proud of her. She is like, I am super jealous of her. She is like amazing, and I will link her books in the description as well as my own. But I just wanted to do this fun video to talk about the 3 different writers you may see. And you might know these terms if you do NaNoWriMo. So let's get started. So the first writer is the planner. I have everything planned to the last detail, from the type of breed the griffin the heroine tames in order to find this very specific lore-heavy quest item, to every plot point that I could possibly have for the next 3 books. The planner. The planners have an amazing ability to have everything written down, everything organized, and everything for their stories or series is taken care of. They have everything covered. They have lore, worlds, characters, even the tiniest detail when it comes to jewelry and where that jewelry piece came from in their story. I know a lot of planners and they go into detail. I guess a good example of this would be Tolkien. He was a planner. Like, he made his own language for his books. That tells you how much he planned that. So, the downside of being a planner, at least from looking at all of my friends that are planners, is they tend to be perfectionists. If something doesn't fit their little outline, or they get off track of their outline, they tend to just stop working and have, I wouldn't call them panic attacks, but they kind of have a freak out. They also tend to, what's the word? They tend to be really annoying. I'm sorry, my friends that are planners, but you know who you are, and you should be ashamed of yourselves for bringing 5 different binders to writing club. Who does that? Who? 5 different binders. So they have a really hard time staying motivated. Like I said, if things don't go as planned or go away from the plan, they need a lot of time to reestablish their story and characters and rework their outlines. They also have the ability to finish projects within a deadline a lot better than the other types of writers. And they only really need minor edits for their novels. They are not having to look through their novels and find gaping plot holes that need to be fixed. That leads us to the next writer. The next writer is the pantser. The I am going to wing it type of writer. I don't know, I just write. I feel the story and the characters, they tell the story. I just write it down. Your story should be organic. I think we all know those type of writers. And I know someone who is like that, and you, Missy, have yet to send me your first draft. I'm looking at you. These are the exact opposite of planners. They just write. A lot of their stories can be called spontaneous. They end up getting the stories down, but they need major edits, not only for grammar and spelling, but also fixing plot holes and figuring out where things fit in their story. Sometimes they'll write something and then write another chapter, and that chapter could have been written and put in the beginning of the book, but instead it's written at the end of the book. So they have to deal with piecing everything together in a way that's coherent. They also have a really bad problem with procrastination, as I just shamed my friend for not sending me her rough draft that she's been promising for like 2 years. There's not a big problem with being a pantser. If you're just writing as a hobby and you like taking your time and like writing, yeah, there's no problem with it. Writing is supposed to be fun. You're supposed to tell a story. And if your story takes forever to write, oh well. I know a lot of pantsers that like to do the world building and creating lore for their stories after the main story is written. They can go in and fix all of their plot holes that way. Or creating character backstories as they write of, oh, this is the way this character is acting this way because this is how they were raised, or they were from this region of the country. I might want to write that down in my notes for this chapter. And then finally, the last writer that I'm going to talk about, and that is the plantser. The planner and pantser together. I have a basic outline and vague lore, but I'm going to wing the rest. I can fix any plot hole in the editing process. I tend to be this type of writer. I love world building. I love character creation, and I can't wait to share that part of story writing with you. Oh no, my hair's coming undone. Curses. Curses. I tend to be this type of writer. I love world building and love character creation, and I can't wait to share with you my process of doing both. I tend to have my outlines done in a way that allows me to have fun with my story and change things with a whim if I so choose, but I have my major plot points that are supposed to push the story along set in stone, and getting to those major points is I just wing it. I definitely do have to do some major editing for plot holes at the end of writing, but my beta readers and alpha readers are really good about pointing me in the right direction. So I see my planning as more guidelines than steadfast rules. Anyways, I just wanted to make this quick video to let you know the 3 types of writers, that also to let you know that I am almost done with book 3 of my lunar cycle novels. I've gotten the cover done. I just need to edit the last couple of chapters, and we will be hopefully publishing it via direct Amazon Kindle direct publishing. I want to say early April. We will be getting that published, and I am so excited. This book itself has taken a lot longer than my other 2, but that's because I had to deal with school as well as a really bad relapse in mental health. So I'm excited, and I can't wait to share that novel with you when I am finally done with it. So anyways, I'll see you later. Bye.